Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about something who told you that your age is a barrier. Who decided that a number on a calendar gets to tell you what you can or cannot achieve? Was it society? Was it your own doubts? Whoever it was, they're wrong. Your potential doesn't come with an expiration date. It's not stamped on you at birth or carved into a stone when you hit a milestone birthday. No, your potential is defined by your belief, your determination, and the work you're willing to put in. Some of the greatest stories ever told are about people who defied the odds of age. Colonel Sanders started KFC in his 60s. Morgan Freeman didn't become a household name until his 50s. And don't even get me started on the number of entrepreneurs, artists, and visionaries who redefined success in their later years. Now, maybe you're sitting there thinking, but I've wasted too much time. Let me tell you something. The moment you decide to step into your potential, time stops being the enemy. Age becomes irrelevant. You could be 20, you could be 70. It doesn't matter. What matters is the fire in your heart and the willingness to act. Stop letting the world's expectations box you in. Who said you can't learn a new skill, change careers, or chase a dream because you've reached a certain age? That's nonsense. Growth doesn't end until you stop breathing. Every day you wake up is a gift. It's another chance to try, to fail, to succeed, and to evolve. But here's the thing, you've got to stop waiting for someone to give you permission. Permission to dream. Permission to start over. You don't need it. You've got all the permission you'll ever need right now, in this moment. You see, age gives you something special. It gives you perspective. It gives you experience. The kind of wisdom you can't buy or borrow. Use it. Use what you've learned. Use the struggles you've endured. And turn them into fuel for your journey forward. Let me leave you with this. It's not too late, and you're not too old. Don't waste another second believing otherwise. The only thing that limits you is the belief that you're limited. Change that belief and you'll change your life. So go out there and show the world and yourself that your age is your strength, not your cage. Because the best chapters of your story, they're still waiting to be written. Age is just a number. It's not a definition of who you are or what you're capable of achieving. Too often people allow themselves to be confined by the expectations tied to their age expectations that say you're too young to lead, too old to dream, or too late to start something new. But let me tell you, those limitations are only real if you believe them to be. Think about it. What does age really measure? It's nothing more than the number of years you've been on this earth. It doesn't measure your passion, your drive, or your ability to rise above challenges. It doesn't measure the depth of your dreams or the strength of your determination. Your value, your worth, and your potential aren't tied to a number. They're tied to your mindset. Look around, and you'll see examples of people who've broken through the barriers of age. A young person starting a company before they've even graduated high school. An elder redefining their life in their 70s or 80s, stepping into new careers, writing books, or learning skills they were once told were too late to master. They didn't let their age tell them what they could or couldn't do. Because here's the truth, the only thing age defines is time. It doesn't define talent. It doesn't define vision. It doesn't define courage. The real question isn't how old you are, it's how bold you're willing to be. Are you willing to embrace the possibilities that still exist in your life? Every stage of life brings its own unique strengths. Youth might come with energy and fearlessness, while age brings wisdom, experience, and resilience. Each stage has something valuable to offer if you're willing to see it. The key is to stop letting the clock dictate your choices. Don't say, I'm too young to be taken seriously, or I'm too old to start over. Instead, say, this is my time. Age is a number, potential is infinite. So whether you're 20 or 80, don't hold yourself back. Forget what society says about where you should be or what you should be doing at a certain point in your life. Instead, focus on what you're capable of, because the possibilities are endless. It's not your age that matters, it's your vision, your grit, and your belief in yourself. That's what defines your future. Life is a continuous journey, not a fixed destination. It doesn't begin or end with any one moment, achievement, or challenge. Instead, it's a series of unfolding experiences, each one shaping you, teaching you, and preparing you for what's ahead. Too often, people treat life like a checklist: finish school, get a job, start a family, retire. But life isn't meant to fit into such a rigid framework. It's dynamic, ever-changing, and filled with opportunities for growth at every stage. Think about it, no matter where you are right now, there's always something more to learn, something new to try, and ways to evolve. Even in moments of struggle, life is teaching you resilience and patience. In moments of joy, it's showing you the beauty of gratitude and connection. Every experience, good or bad, is part of the journey, and it all contributes to who you are becoming. The beauty of life's journey is that it's uniquely yours. No two paths are the same, and that's a good thing. Your timeline is yours alone. There's no universal schedule you need to follow. Some people achieve their dreams early, while others find their true purpose later in life. It doesn't matter when it happens, it matters that it happens. You're never finished growing. Just because you've reached a certain age or achieved a particular goal doesn't mean your story is complete. Life always has more to offer if you're open to it. There are new passions to discover, new relationships to build, and new ways to contribute to the world. The journey is continuous because growth is infinite. Every ending is a new beginning. When one chapter closes, another opens, often with unexpected opportunities and challenges. It's easy to think that a setback or failure is the end of the road, but it's not. It's simply a turn, a redirection to something else, a chance to pivot and move forward in a new way. Life's journey requires faith, curiosity, and the courage to keep moving forward. It's not about racing to a finish line. It's about embracing the process, enjoying the view along the way, and recognizing that every step, no matter how small, is progress. No matter where you are right now, the journey continues. As long as you're alive, there's more to explore, more to accomplish, and more ways to grow. Life isn't static, it's a continuous unfolding of possibilities. Keep moving. Keep striving. And keep believing that the best is yet to come. Dreams have no expiration date. Too often, people allow the passage of time to convince them that their dreams are out of reach. They start to believe that because they're no longer young, or because they haven't yet reached a certain milestone, their dreams are no longer valid. But let me tell you something, dreams don't expire. They don't have a shelf life. The only thing that can limit your dreams is your belief that they can't happen. Think about it, how many people have achieved greatness after years of struggle, delay, or doubt? Some of the most successful individuals in the world didn't achieve their dreams in their 20s or 30s. They were 40, 50, 60, even older, before they found their true calling. Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC, was in his 60s when he started his business. Vera Wang entered the world of fashion at 40. The point is, it's never too late to chase after what you want. Dreams are not bound by time, they're fueled by passion, vision, and action. Life doesn't suddenly stop offering you opportunities just because a certain number of years have passed. It doesn't say you've waited too long. Instead, it asks, what are you going to do with the time you have left? You still have everything you need to turn those dreams into reality. The key is to never give up on yourself, no matter how much time has passed. The process may take longer than you anticipated, and the road may be more challenging, but that doesn't mean it's over. It's just part of the journey. Your dreams may evolve, They may shift, but they never die. They simply adapt to the person you're becoming along the way. Sometimes life takes us in unexpected directions, and those detours may feel like setbacks, but they're often the experiences that make our dreams even more meaningful. It's all part of the preparation. The time that feels like lost time is actually the time you needed to grow, to learn, and to become the person capable of living your dreams. So don't look at the calendar and think it's too late. Don't measure your dreams by the clock, measure them by your desire and your willingness to fight for them. You can still pursue what sets your soul on fire, no matter your age or how long you've been waiting. Dreams don't have expiration dates because life doesn't have a finish line unless you decide it does. If you're still breathing, if you still have that inner spark, your dream is still alive. There's no time limit on what you can achieve. Your dreams are waiting for you to step up, claim them, and make them happen. The only expiration date that exists is the one you give your own belief. Keep pushing, keep striving, because your dreams are as timeless as you are. Embrace the wisdom of age, because with every passing year, you accumulate invaluable lessons that no textbook or classroom can teach you. Age doesn't just bring physical changes, it brings a depth of understanding, a broader perspective, and a sharper intuition that can only be gained through experience. As time goes by, you begin to see life for what it really is, the ups and downs, the wins and losses, and most importantly, how every moment is a part of the bigger picture. When you're young, you have energy, ambition, and a sense of invincibility. But wisdom comes with time. It's the quiet realization that not everything needs to be rushed. Not every decision needs to be made in haste, and not every setback is a permanent failure. Wisdom teaches you patience, resilience, and the art of trusting the process, even when things don't unfold as you expected. As you grow older, you learn to value things that matter: relationships, health, peace of mind, things that are often overlooked when you're in the pursuit of success or perfection. You begin to realize that true success isn't measured by material wealth or the number of accolades, but by how well you've lived, how much you've loved, and how much you've given back. With age comes the ability to let go of things that once seemed so important. You no longer sweat the small stuff, and you've learned to prioritize the bigger picture. You begin to see the importance of time, not just in terms of how much you have left, but in how you choose to spend it. You become more selective with your energy and focus, knowing that life is too short to waste on things that don't align with your values. Wisdom also brings a deeper understanding of others. You start to see people not as obstacles or competitors, but as fellow travelers on the same journey, each with their own struggles, victories, and stories. You learn to listen more and judge less, understanding that everyone is doing the best they can with the knowledge and tools they have at the time. There's no denying that age brings its own challenges, physical changes, the loss of loved ones, and the inevitable feeling that time is slipping away. But with those challenges come incredible gifts. You become more self-assured, more comfortable with who you are, and less likely to seek approval from others. The wisdom of age gives you the clarity to live authentically, to be unapologetic in your choices, and to pursue what truly matters without the fear of judgment. Embracing the wisdom of age means recognizing that you are more than just the sum of your years. You are a culmination of everything you've experienced, the lessons you've learned, and the strength you've gained along the way. It's a gift you can offer not only to yourself, but to the world around you. It's a reminder that life is not about reaching a certain age, it's about embracing the growth, the changes, and the wisdom that come with each new day you get to experience. Challenge societal norms, because they are often invisible walls that confine us to roles, timelines, and expectations that may not align with who we truly are. Society has a way of defining what's acceptable, what's possible, and even what's normal, but who sets those rules? They're created by people who lived in a different time, under different circumstances, and who couldn't have anticipated your unique journey. Just because something has always been done a certain way doesn't mean it's the right way or the only way. When you challenge societal norms, You step out of the box that the world has tried to place you in. You question the belief that there's a specific age to succeed, a specific path to follow, or a specific image to present to the world. Society might tell you that success looks like a high-paying job, a big house, or a perfect family, but what if your success looks different? What if it's about living authentically, pursuing passions that light you up, or making an impact in your own unique way? Challenging norms doesn't mean rejecting society entirely. It means refusing to let its expectations define your worth or dictate your choices. It's about recognizing that you have the power to create your own path, even if it doesn't look like what others expect. It means being bold enough to say, "This is my life and I'll live it on my terms." Think of the innovators, the trailblazers, and the people who have made a lasting impact on the world. They didn't achieve greatness by following the crowd. They dared to think differently, to question the status quo, and to push boundaries. They challenged norms in science, art, business, and culture, not because it was easy, but because they believed in something bigger than conformity. But let's be honest, challenging societal norms isn't always comfortable. You might face criticism, doubt, or even resistance from those who are uncomfortable with change. That's because people often fear what they don't understand. But remember, every great change in history started with someone who was willing to stand up and say, "There's a better way." By challenging norms, you also give others permission to do the same. You inspire them to rethink their own lives, to question what they've been told is possible, and to pursue paths that resonate with their true selves. It's a ripple effect that can lead to cultural shifts, greater acceptance, and a more diverse, inclusive world. It's important to remember that societal norms are not laws, they're guidelines, traditions, and habits that can be reshaped. If you feel restricted by them, it's not a sign to give up, it's a sign to push forward. Your life isn't meant to fit into a mold, and your potential isn't determined by someone else's expectations. Challenging societal norms is about taking control of your narrative, trusting your instincts, and living a life that aligns with your values and passions. It's about knowing that the world needs people like you, people who think differently, dream boldly, and dare to break the rules that don't serve them. So, go ahead and challenge those norms. The change you create might just inspire others to do the same. Challenge societal norms because they often act as invisible boundaries, quietly dictating how we should live, what we should aspire to, and who we should become. These norms are passed down through generations, shaping our ideas of success, relationships, careers, and even self-worth. But just because something is widely accepted doesn't make it right or relevant to your life. Norms are not rules, they're habits of thought that can and should be questioned, especially when they limit growth, creativity, and individuality. Think about the expectations society places on people, the idea that you must achieve certain milestones by a specific age, or that there's only one right way to live. These unspoken rules tell you what is acceptable, when to marry, how to dress, what kind of job to pursue, or even how you should express yourself. But whose standards are these? They weren't created with your unique experiences, dreams, or potential in mind. Following them blindly can lead to a life that feels small, unfulfilled, and disconnected from who you truly are. Challenging societal norms begins with asking yourself the hard questions: why am I doing this? Is this truly what I want, or is it what's expected of me? These questions are powerful because they help you uncover your authentic desires, the ones that society might have overshadowed with its rigid definitions of success and happiness. Stepping away from societal norms doesn't mean rejecting everything society offers. It means refusing to let its expectations define your value or limit your possibilities. It's about carving your own path, even if it doesn't look like anyone else's. It's about choosing authenticity over approval, fulfillment over conformity, and purpose over pressure. History is full of people who changed the world by defying norms. Think of those who fought for civil rights, gender equality, or creative innovation. They were told they couldn't or shouldn't, but they didn't let that stop them. They saw possibilities where others saw limits, and they pushed forward despite resistance. Their courage didn't just change their lives, it redefined what was possible for everyone. But challenging norms isn't easy. It can be uncomfortable and isolating, especially when others don't understand or support your decisions. You may face criticism, judgment, or even doubt your own choices. That's because stepping outside the norm requires bravery. It's not about rebelling for the sake of rebellion, but about standing firm in what you know is right for you. When you challenge societal norms, you also pave the way for others to do the same. Your courage inspires people to think differently about their own lives. It shows them that they, too, have the power to live authentically, to pursue dreams that don't fit the traditional mold, and to break free from limitations that no longer serve them. Society evolves when people are willing to question its outdated ideas and create space for new ones. Whether it's in your career, your relationships, or how you choose to express yourself, every small act of defiance against limiting norms adds to the collective progress of humanity. So dare to challenge societal norms. Trust your instincts, honor your uniqueness, and live in a way that aligns with your truth. The world doesn't need more people following the crowd. It needs people bold enough to chart their own course and redefine what's possible for everyone. Celebrate late bloomers, because they remind us that life unfolds at its own pace and that greatness has no deadline. In a world that glorifies early success, late bloomers show us the beauty of patience, perseverance, and finding one's path in due time. They are living proof that it's not about when you arrive, but about the richness of the journey that gets you there. Late bloomers often face the misconception that if you don't achieve something early, you've missed your chance. But that's far from the truth. Some of the most impactful people in history found their calling later in life. Artists, writers, entrepreneurs, and visionaries who didn't fit the mold of early success went on to achieve greatness because they stayed true to themselves. Their stories teach us that success isn't a race, it's a process of growth, discovery, and preparation. There's a quiet strength in blooming late. It takes courage to keep believing in yourself when society suggests that your time is past. Late bloomers understand the value of persistence. They know what it means to work in silence, to grow in the shadows, and to build themselves steadily while others seem to soar ahead. They develop resilience, humility, and a depth of character that only comes from enduring challenges and setbacks. Late bloomers often bring a unique perspective to their success. By the time their moment arrives, they've gathered years of wisdom, insight, and experience. They've learned from their failures, adjusted their goals, and honed their craft. When their talents finally flourish, they do so with a richness and authenticity that can't be rushed. Their work is often deeply meaningful because it reflects the depth of their journey. Celebrating late bloomers means redefining what success looks like. It means recognizing that there's no single timeline for achieving greatness. Everyone's path is different, and some paths take longer to reveal their full potential. The important thing is not to give up, no matter how long it takes. The seeds of success may take time to sprout, but when they do, the results can be extraordinary. Late bloomers inspire us to trust in the process. They remind us that life is not a linear path, but a series of seasons, each with its own purpose. What seems like a delay is often preparation. The time spent waiting, learning, and growing equips late bloomers with the tools they need to shine when the moment is right. Their stories encourage us to be patient with ourselves and others. They remind us that every individual has unique timing, and that comparing our journey to someone else's is both unnecessary and unkind. Life isn't about how quickly you achieve your goals, but about living fully and authentically along the way. So celebrate late bloomers. Celebrate their determination, their resilience, and the richness of their achievements. Let their stories inspire you to keep going no matter where you are in your own journey. It's never too late to bloom, to grow, or to achieve something extraordinary. And when you finally do, it will be worth every moment of the wait. Stay hungry for growth, because the moment you stop striving to learn and improve is the moment you begin to stagnate. Growth is what keeps life vibrant, purposeful, and full of possibilities. It's not about perfection, it's about progress, about waking up each day with the mindset that you can become better, stronger, and wiser than you were yesterday. Hunger for growth isn't just about ambition, it's about a deep curiosity for what's possible. It's about refusing to settle for mediocrity and daring to push beyond your comfort zone. True growth happens when you challenge yourself to face the unknown, to take risks, and to embrace the discomfort that comes with transformation. Staying hungry for growth means seeing every situation, whether it's success, failure, or something in between, as an opportunity to learn. When things go well, ask yourself how you can build on that success. When things don't go as planned, look for the lessons hidden in the struggle. Growth thrives in both triumph and adversity, as long as you keep your heart and mind open to it. This hunger also requires humility. It means recognizing that no matter how much you've accomplished, there's always more to learn. There's always someone who can teach you something, and there's always room for improvement. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who think they've arrived, but the ones who are constantly looking for the next mountain to climb. Staying hungry for growth means being intentional about your development. It's about setting goals that stretch you, surrounding yourself with people who inspire and challenge you, and seeking out experiences that expand your perspective. It's not enough to simply hope for growth, you have to pursue it actively, with discipline and determination. This hunger is what keeps you resilient in the face of setbacks. It's what gives you the courage to try again when things don't go your way. Growth is rarely a straight line. It's messy, unpredictable, and sometimes frustrating. But staying hungry ensures that you don't give up when the journey gets tough. Instead, you adapt, adjust, and keep moving forward. Growth isn't just about achieving external success, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about growing in character, in wisdom, and in your ability to contribute to the world around you. When you stay hungry for growth, you're not just improving your own life, you're creating a ripple effect that inspires and elevates others. Hunger for growth is what keeps life exciting. It's what drives innovation, fuels creativity, and opens the door to new opportunities. It reminds you that no matter how far you've come, there's always more to explore, more to achieve, and more to become. So stay hungry. Stay curious. Stay relentless in your pursuit of growth. Because as long as you're willing to learn, adapt, and keep pushing forward, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Inspire others through action, because words, while powerful, are only truly meaningful when backed by consistent effort and tangible results. People are drawn to authenticity, and nothing demonstrates who you are or what you believe more powerfully than the way you live your life. Your actions are a reflection of your character, your values, and your commitment to the things you stand for. When you lead by example, you show others what's possible. You become a living testament to the idea that dreams can be pursued, goals can be achieved, and challenges can be overcome. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, your willingness to act with purpose and integrity creates a ripple effect that motivates those around you to rise to their own potential. Actions inspire because they require courage. Talking about making a difference or chasing a dream is one thing, taking steps toward it is another. When others see you taking risks, facing fears, and persevering through obstacles, they realize that they can do the same. Your courage to act becomes a source of hope and empowerment for those who might otherwise remain hesitant or uncertain. The beauty of inspiring others through action is that it's not about perfection. People don't need to see you flawless, they need to see you trying, learning, and growing. When you embrace your journey, failures, setbacks, and all, you give others permission to do the same. They see that it's okay to struggle, to make mistakes, and to start over, as long as you keep moving forward. Your actions also build trust. Words alone can feel hollow if they're not supported by consistent effort. But when you show up, follow through, and live according to your principles, you prove that you're someone others can believe in. This trust makes your influence even stronger, because people know you're not just talking the talk, you're walking the walk. Small actions can have a big impact. You don't have to be in a position of power or have a large platform to inspire others. Sometimes it's the quiet, everyday gestures showing kindness, working hard, offering support, or standing up for what's right that resonate the most. These small, consistent acts demonstrate that anyone can make a difference, no matter where they are in life. Taking action inspires because it creates momentum. When others see you taking initiative and achieving results, it sparks a sense of possibility within them. It shows them that change doesn't happen by waiting, it happens when someone is bold enough to take the first step. Your actions become a catalyst for others to take action in their own lives. Inspiring through action also means living with integrity. It's not just about what you do when others are watching, it's about the choices you make when no one else is around. Your commitment to doing the right thing, even when it's hard, sets a standard that others will admire and strive to emulate. Ultimately, inspiring others through action is about being a source of light in the world. It's about showing people that they're not alone, that challenges can be overcome, and that their efforts matter. By acting with purpose, you create a legacy of encouragement and empowerment that can uplift others long after your actions are done. So act boldly. Act consistently. Act with intention and heart. Because in the end, it's not what you say that will leave the greatest impact, it's what you do. Your actions have the power to inspire, to transform, and to spark change in ways you may never fully see. Rewrite your story anytime, because your life is not a fixed script. It's a work in progress, and you hold the pen. No matter where you've been, what mistakes you've made, or how many times you've stumbled, you have the power to start over. Each day is a blank page, offering you the chance to create a new chapter, to redefine your path, and to align your actions with the person you want to become. Sometimes we get stuck in the idea that our past defines us, that the choices we made yesterday have locked us into a life we can't change. But the truth is, the past is just a lesson, not a life sentence. You are not your failures, your regrets, or even your greatest accomplishments. You are the person you decide to be today, right now, in this moment. Rewriting your story requires courage because it means letting go of the narratives that no longer serve you. It means challenging the limiting beliefs that tell you it's too late or you can't change. These beliefs are nothing more than walls you've built in your mind. The moment you decide to tear them down, you create space for growth, healing, and transformation. This doesn't mean erasing your past. Every experience you've had, good or bad, has shaped you and taught you something valuable. But you don't have to let those experiences define the rest of your life. Instead, you can use them as a foundation for something better. You can take the lessons and leave behind the pain. You can carry the wisdom forward and let go of the weight. Rewriting your story also means giving yourself permission to dream again. Life has a way of dimming our vision, especially when things don't go as planned. But your dreams are still valid, no matter how long they've been on hold. It's never too late to pick them up, to reimagine them, or to create new ones. Sometimes rewriting your story involves making hard choices, walking away from situations, habits, or even people who are holding you back. It's not easy, but it's necessary. You can't write a new chapter if you're still clinging to the old one. Growth requires change, and change requires the willingness to let go of what no longer fits the life you want to build. The beauty of rewriting your story is that it's entirely up to you. There's no right or wrong way to do it, and there's no timeline you have to follow. Your story is yours alone, and you can shape it in any way that brings you closer to your true self. Whether it's pursuing a new career, mending broken relationships, or simply deciding to live with more gratitude and joy, every step you take is a new sentence in the story you're creating. So don't be afraid to rewrite your story. It's a gift you can give yourself at any time, no matter how stuck or discouraged you feel. You have the power to create a life that reflects your values, your passions, and your dreams. And the best part, the ending hasn't been written yet. You get to decide what happens next. The pen of your life is in your hands, and every moment is an opportunity to write a new chapter. It doesn't matter where you've been, how many times you've fallen, or what others believe about you. What matters is the story you choose to create from this point forward. You are not bound by your past, nor are you limited by the expectations of others.